and continue, of course, to get some insight on those travelling to various destinations. The Passenger Rail Agency of South Africa says it's geared up for last-minute Christmas travel. It has its long-distance bus and train service up and running in response to travellers facing high fuel prices, road congestion and rising accommodation costs. Our business reporter, Ntokozo Khumalo, is at Park Station. And Ntokozo, a very good morning to you. It must be quite busy there. What's it looking like?
Hi, Paul. Well, it's definitely very busy at the Park Station today with those last-minute travelers hoping to make it to their destinations before Christmas. Now, obviously, through the year, we heard PRASA saying that they are ramping up their infrastructure so that travelers can have a more seamless experience. And I'm now joined by Andiswa Makanda, who is the spokesperson for PRASA, for a little bit more on that. Andiswa, thank you so much for talking to us today. Shosholoza Mail, let's start there, back online. Tell us a little bit about that.
Good morning, Ntokozo. Yes, definitely. We've resumed the services for Shosholoza Mail, which is our interprovincial service for long-distance travellers. We've introduced the Johannesburg to Musina line and the Johannesburg to Queenstown to the Eastern Cape. So we are fixing the infrastructure and bringing back trains back online for travellers who need and looking for affordable mode of transport. So today is the last day for this year where Shosholoza Mail will be travelling to Musina and Queenstown today. And we will be back next year in January to bring back all the travellers back to Johannesburg.
Now, obviously, traveling, there is a little bit of waiting around, waiting for either the right bus or the right train. What are some of the efforts that you have also made in just making the experience in its entirety, including retail and so on, a little bit more bearable, for that wait time?
No, definitely. Park Station is one of our biggest intermodal stations, bigger and busy in the continent. We see around 200,000 to 300,000 per day of patrons and travelers who are seeking for transport here at the station. But what we've done is, because of the numbers that are rebounding to pre-pandemic levels, we've put in plans in place to ensure that the experience is more pleasurable. We've extended and added more bus terminals for new bus operators so that we have more players in the field in terms of long-distance buses. But what we've also done is that for last-minute shopping, we've increased the retail offering, or we have more shops for people to do their last-minute shopping, not just for travelers, but for people living around Park Station. But what's also done is, if you can see Park Station, we've made it more festive, cheery, with all the decorations and photo booths for people to have a lovely experience and take pictures and create memories here at Park Station. And it's important because this is our flagship station in South Africa, where people must come and have an interrelated experience, where you see that it's a one-stop shop for travel, for shopping, and for dining. We do also have the on-the-go food outlets for the travelers. So it is a nice experience. You can see that people are going about their business. Some are traveling, some are shopping. It is a Christmas spirit around here. There's a festive cheer happening. Even our staff is very excited to have people coming back in their numbers, because we dealt a heavy blow during the lockdown and the COVID-19 pandemic. And to see these numbers going back to the levels, pre-pandemic levels, is quite encouraging and exciting for us.
And just finally, Andy, so obviously there is some responsibility for travelers as well when it comes to them ensuring that their travel is enjoyable. Passengers are under pressure with pricing and all of that. How are you meeting them halfway, but what is also their responsibility as travelers?
I think for us, we have advised travelers to make sure that they plan ahead for their journeys, that they travel away on time, so that they can come on time, not rushed, and we can process their luggages on time. So there's a lot of responsibility on the traveler. More importantly is that they have to arrive on time, but also they also need to prepare for the long queues and the waiting time. But there's a lot of entertainment happening. There's music in the background you can hear, just to make the experience more pleasurable. Even the buses that we operate, the city-to-city and the Translux buses, we have a code of conduct for our bus drivers, for road safety purposes, that they cannot travel while fatigued. They need to be well rested. They need to make sure that they have a consolidated list of the passengers that are traveling with them, with first aid and medical first aid kits with them. So we are also excited that City to City and Translux has also rebounced. They're traveling at full capacity across the country. They're fully booked. There's a huge demand for bus services because of the escalating travel costs.
Thank you so much, Andiswa. So as we heard, they're obviously planning. Travelers need to be responsible in ensuring that they do arrive at the station on time to be able to catch whichever mode of transport that they are using. For Newzroom Afrika, channel 405 from Ntokozo, Khumalo in Park Station.
Thanks, and we leave it there for now. Of course, we'll continue to bring you more of what's happening and what plans the various passengers and motorists have when it comes to their travel destinations, hoping to arrive before Christmas.